Give everybody a second. If you're watching this on the playback, thank you for being patient. Okay. All right, everybody. Lovely Soul Empress here, coming to you guys live to talk about the Lionsgate ritual, which I will be doing on August 8th. Okay. I actually was going to record it and then talk about it later when I do What's Good Wednesday. But then I decided, you know what, even though a lot of people will be at work right now, let me come on live. That way, if anybody jumps in the chat and wants to ask questions, I'll be able to answer them live. Okay. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Lionsgate ritual and what I'm going to be doing. Okay. What I'm offering. All right. So, first, let's talk about the Lionsgate. So the Lionsgate usually starts around, I think it's July 26th, and usually closes around August 12th. Okay, this happens every year. This is an ancient Egyptian practice, let's call it a practice, where they see it as a portal, where the energy of Cyrus or Sirius, how you pronounce it, with the Orion uh, I'm missing my words right now. They come into alignment, okay? And the energy was used by the ancient Egyptians, okay? And I'm sure if you were following tarot and spiritual YouTubers last year, you would have noticed that there was a lot of hubbub about the Lion's Gate, okay? Because it's a very powerful time, and we're gonna get more into that. But basically, it's at its peak on August 8th. This year, August 8th, also is a new moon, okay? So we're gonna be coming into some very powerful energy. Now, also, the Lion's Gate talks about the alignment of Leo and Virgo energy. And on the 8th, that will be the alignment of the two energies coming in, which is exactly why I'm choosing that day. Okay, so I made a couple notes because I wanted to make sure that I didn't skip anything. And I'm gonna talk about that with you now. Okay, so the Lion's Gate energy is about expansion of the divine feminine energy. All right, and in the expansion of this divine feminine energy, this is very healing to the divine masculine. Okay, this also triggers inner alignment of the masculine and the feminine. This means that this is an opportunity to come into balance for your higher self. Okay, so also the energy of the divine feminine is very much goddess or empress energy. Okay, this is a healing energy. Okay, so when the goddess or the empress heals herself, she when she heals others, she heals herself. Okay, so and seriously, like that is a thing, whether it's on the Lion's Gate or not. Okay, this is something that is basically a co it's like a side effect of healing others. She heals herself. Sorry for the traffic. Okay, so by coming into balance and sending out that healing energy for the feminines, you also heal. Now remember, and for those of you who have taken my private manifestation courses, okay, the body is over between 70 and 80% water. Okay, so whether or not the masculines or the men feel that they are feminine, we all have feminine qualities within us. Actually, we have more feminine energy than we have masculine. Even the most masculine man that you meet, okay, this is a misnomer to believe that we don't need to balance both energies. Okay, so I don't want to get all into that because that's like part of the manifestation, manifest the life you want webinars that I do. If you're interested in that, you can reach out to me. My email's lovelySoulEmpress@gmail.com. But this is an opportunity to come into balance with both your masculine and feminine, to heal triggers, okay, to purge things that no longer serve you. Now, a whole other sector of people use the Lionsgate energy because it's the sublime balance between the masculine and feminine. Apologies. Normally my block is quiet as hell. As soon as I come outside, everybody want to drive up and down the street. But this is also twin flame energy, right? The divine alignment between the masculine and feminine. Baby, they don't want me to get this message out. Let's let the train pass. I'm not going to compete with the train. It's almost gone. Okay. So, this alignment between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, okay, as above so below. So not only is it an opportunity to come into balance within oneself in the divine feminine and the divine masculine, but this also prepares you for the alignment of bringing in your divine masculine or your divine feminine, okay. And whether you are in union with this person or not, understand, for those of you who believe in the 144,000, okay, that energetically you are already tied to your divine masculine or divine feminine, even if you are apart. Okay, so when you heal yourself, that energy is also triggered to your divine partner. Okay, so this is the undertaking that we all should be doing. Okay, so now this also helps with a deeper integration of oneself, okay, and your higher purpose. Okay, so the energy also uncovers subconscious patterns. Okay, you're gonna see people, even people who are not spiritual, they're going to be having situations that arise during this period, okay, that is going to make them take notice of things, of patterns that they've seen in their life that no longer serve them. This could be related to people, places, or things, right? But this is a time period where those things are uncovered, like even subconsciously you start to realize, like, so every time I get into a relationship, um this certain particular situation always arises. So that means it's not coming from my partners, it's coming from me, right? Or I'm projecting something outwards, or I am sending out something energetically that is drawing something to me. So this is also an opportunity to purge some of those patterns, because once you become, understand that spirit puts things in your path so that you can address the situation. When you fail to see the opportunity to address it, spirit will bring it back, maybe in a different person, in a different way, so that that way you get that opportunity again. You might see it as something negative, but really it's negative because you missed the opportunity. Okay, had you taken the opportunity, even if it didn't turn out the way you wanted, not only would you have completed the lesson, but you would have learned something from it that would have prepared you for your divine purpose, for your inner balance, and for your divine. So that's how, or something like that, they might have the impression that all your problems will be solved in one day. Okay, this is not the case. Okay, what happens with ritual work is it's a progression to continuously work towards your higher self, and before you know it, you're in alignment. Okay, we miss the opportunities to heal ourselves in preparation for the relationships that we want by not looking at the things and the ways that we interact with others and ourselves that are unhealthy. A lot of people are looking for a magic bullet, and they have to understand that it's a pairing, because when we manifest, okay, this is also part of my private course. When we manifest, we are co-creating with the divine, okay? Because you have free will. So the divine gives you opportunities, then you decide whether you're going to take it or not. And if you don't, like I said, spirit will give you another opportunity, okay? So what else do I want to put out here? Okay, so this also is an opportunity because Leo rules, well, I should say the sign of Leo, right, rules in tarot would be the sun. This also is a reflection of the ego, okay, oneself, okay. It's also the house of, hi Natal. You wanted the magic fast version. Everybody wants the magic fast version, but I would be dishonest if I don't explain to you how this works. You must heal yourself, okay? Now, by healing yourself, I have a lot of clients who, within a couple of months, their whole life has turned around. Exact. You can, and that does help. But what you really need to do is look at the things that you need to release and make room in your life for the things you want to bring in. Good morning, Crystal. Okay, so for those of you just joining, you might want to fast forward, rewind a little bit to get the beginning part, but do it after we finish because I haven't even completed what I'm going to be doing yet, so you didn't miss much. It was just some explanation of the energy, and I'm actually still explaining this, okay? So this is an opportunity also to heal the ego, because a lot of our spontaneous and reflex reactions are they come out of patterns that we learned as younger children, okay? And so a lot of the times it is our ego that prevents us from doing the shadow work, which also in turn prevents us from getting to our higher purpose, our higher self, and our twin flame, okay? So the ego has to be peeled away first, okay? So by realizing the patterns that are going on in your life, that is the first step of ascension, of releasing the ego, okay? Because the ego is going to be the thing that's going to keep you from where and what you should be doing, okay? And whom you should be with, all right? So this is also a good time for releasing fears, to recognize self-perceptions. Hey, Yana. Okay, things that we're projecting out on others. All right. So this is a really good time to look at those things. Now, this is also the house of socializing and dating, because Leo is the fifth house. Okay. And then Virgo is the sixth house. Okay. So the Virgo is the sixth house, where it's talking about service. So now, let me explain. If Leo and Virgo come into divine alignment on August 8th, the moon will be the new moon on that date. It is also the Lion's Gate peak. Okay, we're talking about the alignment of the divine feminine energy and the divine masculine energy, and the ability of the divine feminine to heal the divine masculine. And while she heals the divine masculine, she heals herself. So this is big. Okay, now also remember that Leo is the second fire sign in the 12. Okay, hi Nadal. Okay, so let me stay with this. The Leo is the second fire sign, okay? So Aries is the magician, okay? Aries is the magician. And if you think about the two cards that most strongly represent um, Leo, right? It would be the Strength card, right? Which on the Strength card, what is on there? It's a lion with the Empress taming the beast. She's healing the divine masculine. She softens him, okay? So, if you watch me regularly, you know I always say the Empress is more powerful than the Magician. These are the two times that you see the two that have the manifestation power, the Empress and the Magician. Okay, so when did we do the last ritual? Right, we did it for Taurus new moon. Okay, and that was, again, I was harnessing the Magician energy from April, because I started my preparation in April, and brought it into Taurus season, the Empress, right? So with those two things, right, we're gonna do the continuation. Now also think about it. Taurus is the first fixed sign. That's when I started doing offering my ritual work publicly, right? Leo is the second fixed sign, right? It's this damn fly. It's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, I realize I really do like working with the fixed energy. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be harnessing the strength energy. Now, also, the strength card. Let's talk about the strength card for a minute. Okay, this is about harnessing your power. Okay, I'm getting Kundalini energy right now, right? The whole thing of like powering up, abstaining from sex to charge up, right? Now I'm not talking about sex for a minute. I'm using that as an example. Now the energy that I feel is that we are going to be. It's like I took a hiatus per se from ritual work for like, I did some ritual work, but for like 2 months, and now I'm gonna harness that and I'm gonna use it. Okay, so that's fun. Now this is another period. This is great for self love. Okay, so if we can power up our strength, right? Because that's the card of Leo, right? If we can power up, charge that energy, use that Magician Empress energy to propel this forward. We're also, as I said, healing ourselves and others. Now this is a good time to practice self-love, which is a byproduct of working with this energy. So this is going to be good for self-love too, interpersonal alignment. Okay, healing twin energy, as I said. Okay, so now we're also working with the energy of Sekhmet and Horus. Okay, so like I said, because this is a Egyptian portal period. All right, now the highest date for that is always August 8th, right? When you look at the 8, that's the infinity symbol. That goes back to the Magician and the Empress. Okay, so all tying in together. Okay, now, how did I come up with this? Because I think it's important that I let you guys know. When I do my ritual work, right, or my webinars, they are all born from spirit giving me a message that they want me to do something. It's usually when I'm asleep. It usually comes right before I wake up, and they show me things that point me towards the direction. Okay? So this time they showed me the Lion's Gate, and that's what they want me to do. Now this is how I'm going to do it, because it's going to be a little bit different than what I did last time. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I am going to do a ritual on the 8th, because it's the new moon, and also the Lion's Gate. So it's going to be super powerful. It's also the masculine and the feminine, the sun and the moon aligning. Okay, so we're definitely going to be doing that. Hey, Pink Magic. Okay, so now with this, for those of you that are my private clients know that if I send out work to them, okay, if I send them out a candle, that candle has sat in either the new or the full moon, if not both. I am very particular about my ritual work. My private clients can tell you this, okay? So, this is how it's going to work. I will I'm going to do a ritual on that day. Now, for those of you that sign up for the ritual, I'm going to close the date of registration for the ritual on my website on the 21st of July. The reason why I am closing it on the 21st, hey Diva, the reason why I'm closing it on the 21st is because I'm already in starting preparation. On the 10th of this month, all the candles will be sitting in the new moon, okay? And then on the 24th of this month is the full moon. They will once again sit at in the yeah, you have time to purchase, like I said, to the 21st. So they will sit in the full moon too. So these candles are going to be sitting in the new moon and the full moon. They will be dipped in herbs. They will be prepared by me. Also, these candles, beeswax strictly, goddess energy, okay? So know that this ritual will be done with very much harnessing the feminine goddess energy, the divine feminine, okay? And like I said, no candles leave this house. No, actually, my oils, my Florida water, because I make my own Florida water, everything sits in new or full moon, if not both. That's just the way I work. If people are in a hurry, I'm not the practitioner for them. That's how it goes. Okay, that's how I like to work. I like to know that everything is done to its maximum strength. Okay, so all my Patreon people are gonna get 10% off. Okay, as well, I will live stream the ritual on Patreon. Okay, everyone who doesn't have a Patreon will get the link within 24 hours. Okay, just because it could be like forever to email everybody. Okay, and I don't want to have to do a joint email and then you're getting emails responses from everybody who's on my list. Okay, so I will link them separately. All right, another thing, um let me see if I covered everything, and then I'm going to open it up for any questions that you guys have. The beeswax candle, you can book on my website, loveleesoulempress.com. Okay, for those Patreon people, the sale code is already up in Patreon. All right. Is there anything else? Depending on the weather where I may even do this outside. Okay, just because it's longer. Okay, so those of yous that work with me personally, I don't play around when it comes to working my moon energies. All right, so I'm gonna open it up and see if you guys have any questions. Don't mind me, I gotta lean forward because I can't see shit. Any questions? Give people a moment to type. Don't mind me, I'm still having my morning coffee. Oh, I also meant to mention. So let's say you're thinking about joining the Patreon or you were considering it before. My lowest tier is $9. Okay. So And that you get all the extendeds, you get things at least a week early from YouTube, okay? So if you're gonna get $7 off the ritual because you joined Patreon, you actually got you joined the Patreon for $2, okay, and then you got all the extendeds as well for that month and the early releases. So if you think about it, it's to your benefit, and you're also gonna get the ritual live streamed, okay. So for those of you who are interested in that, anybody have questions about the Lionsgate? Or even questions about how I like to do my ritual work? Some of these people might actually be watching back further, so they're not seeing me say this right now. Okay, so I'll explain it again. The Lion's Gate is a portal that the okay. So the Lion's Gate is a portal that the ancient Egyptians used. It has to do with Sirius, Osiris, how you say it, lining up with the Orion, okay? And this is also the alignment of the divine masculine, the divine feminine, both outward and inward, both above and below. So this is within yourself as well as outwardly with your partner. If you're the masculine, divine feminine. If you're the feminine, it also heals the divine masculine. So even if you're not in union with your divine masculine or divine feminine at this moment, you doing your energetic work, you're already paired with that person. That's healing energy that is sent, okay? And vice versa. By you healing yourself, you're healing them. By them healing themselves, they're healing you, okay? Now I'll read it again one more time, and then I'm going to answer your question about harnessing power. Okay, the expansion of the divine feminine to heal the divine masculine, and this also heals the divine feminine. This happens year round, okay, but because that is the energy of the goddess or of the empress, right? She manifests outwards. She's the mother of the world. She is the energy of love, the energy of value, what you value, your coins, right? But as well, this also talks about inner alignment, okay? Releasing things that no longer serve you, seeing your patterns, healing the ego. So, and then when we talk about Crystal's question about harnessing power, okay, that's really what ritual work is, especially when you work with moon energy like I do, right? So you could do a ritual, any day, right? And you may be aligned enough to call that into you. But when you work with specific astrological and moon cycles, you are empowering it further because you are linking this energy with your own energy, which goes back to the co-creating with the divine. Like I said, if you're a personal client of mine and if you've taken my divine manifest the life you want courses, then you know that I'm really big on working with and co-creating with the divine and harnessing the energy that is available to all of us. But a lot of times we are not aware. We're just going around kind of like zombies, okay, and not really understanding that there is energy. It's like a tool, right? If you wanted to hang up a picture, right, you probably, if you wanted to, could push the nail in little by little. It might take you It might take you forever. Sorry. It might take you forever. Let me make sure this is still going. Sorry. It might take you forever to push that nail in manually. Okay? But you could do it. It might take you hours. It might take you days, right? Or you could use a hammer, right? You could use a tool, and it, you might just hit it once or twice, it's in, and now you can hang the picture. This is my analogy, right? So you could use your own force, your own spiritual gifts, which I highly recommend that everyone develops. But you could use that and harness the tool of the universe, the energy, the moon cycles, and get the work done in a much faster and timely manner. Okay, so this is how I like to work, and this is how I like to use the empowerment energy and how to power up. Okay, so like when I said the thing about the kundalini, right? What I was referring to is that there's a whole community that believes that if you abstain from sex, that when you have actually allow yourself to release, that is an empowerment. Okay, so now if you take that into ritual work, right, instead of working every day towards that and using it on certain days, because the energy is stronger there, you are empowering up not only your own energy, but you're also using the tool of the divine to boost and magnify that. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. Does anybody else have any other questions? Now, oh, and back to the candles. So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to do candles for wealth, love, and success, right? Alignment, self-love, right? I'll read that in 1 second. Let me just make this one point. So I'm going to have my candles all set up for the ritual. But right after the new moon, I mean the full moon on the 24th, I will be mailing out a prepared candle to each person who booked the ritual. This is so that you can either A, pair it and burn it at the time that I'm doing the ritual so that you are powering up too. This is going to be an interactive ritual, okay? Or you can just burn it within the 24-hour period. It will still work the same, okay? So that way, and I am going to include with the candle a standard manifestation, and you will be able to add what you would like to that, okay? Okay, so basically, I will write a manifestation the way that I do it for my personal clients. Okay, I will leave blank spaces basically to for you can add that. Now, I would want you to copy what I wrote down and write your own. Okay, and then add the pieces that you want. Okay, so that way you are going to be reading that over your candle when you burn your candle, and I want you to do it on that day. So that way, well, you actually have a 72-hour window because that's when the moon is strongest for the new moon, right? But basically, you're going to have this window of time so that you are powering up too. It's not just for me to do the ritual work. I want you to also put your energy on it. We're going to be working as a team with the divine. Now, let me go back to this question. No, I have not, Yana, I have not set up that class. I actually am thinking of, I might be thinking of letting that out before the end of July. And that was for learning how to use your your birth chart to empower manifestation, which is again what I'm talking about, powering up your ritual work, powering up your intentions, powering up your manifestation. But I have a beginner's course that comes before that, and it's called Manifest the Life You Want, and it's a 4-part course. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can hit me up at lovelysoulempress@gmail.com. Okay. And like I said, that's like it's a 4-part course. It's where you learn how to work with the goddess energy, and you learn how to write your manifestations. You learn, we do 4 rituals together. Okay. Then the ritual, I should say, the next webinar that I'm going to be releasing is kind of an intermediate course, where this is going to be for people who already know how to manifest, but they want to learn how to take it to the next level. Okay, so if you're interested, like if you're not fully versed in manifestation, you want to take the Manifest Your Life course first. Manifest the life you want. Okay. The ones that I sent to you, they're going to be beeswax. Okay, because beeswax, this is goddess energy, the bee, right? So I like to use beeswax whenever I feel it's most appropriate. And being that this is, the Lion's Gate, and it is the divine masculine, divine and feminine, I'm going to be using beeswax candles for all of the people's candles. Okay, so you would get a candle, not only a beeswax candle, but like I said, it will be prepared with my herbs and, the way that I prepare my work for this type of work. I do all types of work, but for healing, abundance, love, success, this is all going to be covered under that. Okay, so I'll be doing that. It's going to sit in the new and the full moon, and then they will be shipped out to you. Okay, you can pair your lighting your candle while the ritual is going on, or you can do it later on that night. That's going to be up to you. Okay, either which way, each candle will be prepared for every person that has joined the ritual. Okay. Let me see, like I said, my Patreon people will get 10% off. All right, is there any other questions? And for those of you who have not worked with me personally, I do general readings online. But for the people, there's a few of them who are in the chat right now. For the people who have worked with me and got private readings or ritual work, they'll tell you, like, I'm mad accurate. Okay. Like, and that's not to my own horn. Like, that's real talk. Let me see if there's anything I didn't go over. Hey, Talk Tequila. But like I said, this is going to be the Lionsgate ritual. Yeah, accurate as fuck, right? Yeah. Like I said, this is going to be the Lionsgate ritual, okay? It's talking about empowering your own personal energy, coming into divine alignment with your masculine and your feminine. This is also healing twin flame energy, all right? The divine feminine heals the divine masculine, and while doing so, she heals herself. And you don't even have to be in union with your person for this to happen, okay? So, like I said, this is about co creating with the divine. We are constantly co creating, whether we realize it or not. One of the most detrimental things, especially for my empresses that are in the house. Yes, you're gonna love this, Talk Tequila. Like, for real, like this is a great one. This one heals yourself. This one heals your divine masculine. And it heals you while you heal the divine masculine. Okay, so, and this brings you into into balance. This is also a power up ritual, okay? And like I said, this is, the I feel like this is the continuation of harnessing that magician slash empress, right? Because like I said before, and I'll say it again for the latecomers, Aries is the magician in tarot, the first house. Hey, Cynthia. Okay, so that's the first house, right? The second house is the Empress. It's not a mistake that those two are together. Now, if you've watched me before, you know that I say that the Empress is much more powerful than the magician. Okay, so yes, I'm actually sitting outside getting some of this sun energy. Um, and so the Leo card, which is the strength card, it was awesome, right? Yeah, it was beautiful, the last ritual. Um the strength card. Let's think about the strength card for a minute. On the traditional strength card from the tarot is the lion being tamed by the Empress. That is the divine feminine and the divine masculine right there. She's taming him. Okay? She's also drawing in his power. I'm going to get real with y'all for a second. Okay? Probably something maybe, you might not have thought about. When the male and the female have sex, the man releases energy and the woman brings it in. Now, I don't care if you're in the same sex. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, energetically, okay? That is what we do. We power up from the energy that we bring in. All right? Now, I said it earlier and I'll say it again. For the men, this is also good for you because 70 to 80% of our body is made of water. Water is feminine, it's a feminine element. If you take my Manifest the Life You Want course, you will know that we get into the whole elemental and how all us humans are mostly feminine. Okay, so for the men who have been reared to shun the feminine, and this is why so many men are not in balance. This is something that we need. Whether you're a man or a woman, we both need the healing energy of the divine goddess. I work very much with the moon cycles and goddess energy. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to say it again for the latecomers. Part of this ritual will be that if you join, you will get a candle to burn on that day with me. Okay? So you can burn it while I'm doing the ritual, you can burn it later on that night. Okay? But this is what we'll be doing. This will be a purely beeswax candle. Okay? It will be prepared by me with my herbs and oils and that. Okay, not only that, but it will sit in the new and the full moon because my private clients know that if I send you a product, it's sat in either the new or the full moon, if not both. I tell my clients all the time, if you're in a hurry, I'm not the person because I like it done right and I like to have it really juiced the fuck up because I don't play. Right. And some of us feminines, we have a lot of responsibilities where we are in a more masculine energy. And kudos, embrace your masculine side, but also we have to stay in alignment with our feminine, okay? This is very important. All right. This also is part of the reason why there's so many divine feminines that feel like, they haven't met their person, right? Because we taking on, and I'm not saying, be all and spice and everything nice, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the lives that we live require us to be in a more masculine energy. But while we've become so accustomed to that, because out of survival or whatever, whatever we do for a living or the responsibilities that we have. Energetically, we lose kind of contact with the goddess and the feminine, and that also is energetically. Hey, Pop, what's good?
What can I have for lunch? Oh, you're recording out here?
Yeah,
Sorry.
give me a few minutes. I'm almost done.
I didn't know, sorry.
It's no problem. Sorry, my son. Um, so like I was saying, this also gives us an out. Did I lose my train of thought? Um, I lost it. Okay, I got it back. Thank you, Crystal. So because of that, we kind of like stop putting out the feminine energy or the feminine GPS. Like I say in my readings, when we're pinging to our soulmate and the soulmate hears the activation, right? If you are constantly in your masculine, your signal's not pinging right. Okay. So yes, he is. He's a good one. He's 17 now. It's all big. It's my last one. But yeah, this is what we're going to be working with. So this isn't like I said, this is highlights twin flame energy, but this is also for yourself. This is also for self-love, okay? This is also for abundance, all right? So like I said, this is going to be a continuation almost of what I was doing before, right? Because the prior one was magician energy slash empress, right? And fire signs. Aries is the first house of the fire signs, right? Leo is the second of the fire signs. On the card is the Empress taming the beast. We're going to continue that energy. We're going to use the goddess energy to heal the divine masculine both within and without, both above and below. Okay? Any other questions? And I'm just thinking right now, my 17-year-old son just came out here looking for lunch. Like, he's not capable of making himself some damn lunch. He's big as hell. Yeah. Like, for real, he should be making me fucking lunch. He's home and shit. Okay, y'all. So I feel like if there aren't any other questions, I'm gonna get up out of here. I don't want to keep y'all busy, tied up on this beautiful ass day. Yeah, I don't play in that kitchen, girl. Bye. Everybody know that about me. I make some voodoo shrimp, psh, baby. It's beautiful out here. For the Lionsgate, that's gonna be, that's gonna be on the 26th. Okay, that's gonna be the beginning of the Lionsgate. I believe happens on the 26th. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys' questions in a second. Um, So what you can do in preparation is start trying to pay attention to the patterns of your life. So what I mean by that, and I covered that in the earlier part of the video, I'll reflect on it really quickly, and then you can go back and listen to that, right? But um, if you, let's say you date 5 people in a row, right, over whatever time period, right, and the same fucking 5 things happens in relationships, right? Then the fuckery is within. Yes. Yes. Also Sekhmet and Horus. Okay. So like I was saying, the relationships, right? Then that means that energetically you're putting out a certain signal, a certain frequency that is calling a particular type in. and it's bringing the repeat of a situation. Now, also another way of looking at this is when we're supposed to learn a lesson, spirit is co-creating with you. Okay, like I said, for those of you who took my manifest the life you want course, you know what I'm talking about. We co-create with the universe. The universe gives you opportunities. Okay, opportunities to heal yourself, opportunities to further yourself, opportunities to align yourself so that you can bring in love, money, abundance, all the things that you want, right? Every time you decline, whether it's negatively or positive, the opportunity was, right? You you have you are either learning the lesson or you're not, right? So, like, let's say the first two relationships that were funky and the pattern happened again. Spirit was giving you the opportunity to recognize that pattern and say, oh, okay, this happened this time because of this, right? But when you don't do that, what happens is it keeps fucking coming back. It keeps coming back in a different face, right? Or it could be the same person when you've broken up with the same person 4 times, right? And the same shit happens again because there was an opportunity there that you missed. Okay, so this is just like the moon cycles, right? Every month we're giving an opportunity to release, we're giving an opportunity to power up by the cycles. You don't harness that, then you miss the opportunity. Next month you get the same opportunity. Okay, so now let me read back some of what you were saying here. You sign up by going to lovelySoulEmpress.com, okay? And that's where my ritual is on. It's on my website, okay? Yes, and basically, yes, the Kundalini and the Kundalini yoga and meditation, it's kind of like the same thing, okay? Where using certain energetic, astrological, and goddess energy moon cycles, you are powering up just the same way you would in, let's say, abstaining from sex or whatever, right? Again, back to the analogy of you could push the nail into the wall without a tool. It might take you long as fuck, right? Because you're not that strong. You got to keep chipping away. Or you could use a hammer and you could hit it one or two times and the nail would go in the wall, right? You use a tool. So we are co-creating. We're going to use a tool. We're going to use the moon energy and the alignment of the lion's gate, which is the alignment of the masculine and feminine. That's the tool we're going to use to bring in and power up this ritual. Okay? Any other questions? I talked so much my fucking cigarette went out. I'm a yapper. And like I said, each candle will be personally prepared by me in my herbs and oils. Okay, they will sit out in the new and full moon energy. If you work with me privately, you know I don't fuck around. Like, it has to sit in either the new or the full moon, if not both. These are gonna sit in both. Okay, so like, I do tarot online, and I started doing tarot. I got my first deck when I was 13. Okay, I'm 50. So I've been doing tarot a long fucking time. But my first love is doing ritual work with the goddess, manifestation work with astrology. I like to pair it all together, take those dates and the energies and the moon cycles and really harness it to give ritual work a boost. So, how you power up by using yoga. I actually like yoga a lot. Started doing yoga when I was 28. I have gone in and out of doing yoga. Whenever I'm fucked up emotionally, yoga is where I go. Why? Because a lot of those healing energies, people think that the only way you can meditate is like this. And that's not true. You could meditate listening to music. You could meditate by dancing. Yoga is a way of using your body, okay? Using your body in positions that is speaking vibrationally to the universe and to your higher self. Okay, so this is why afterwards you might feel so aligned. Okay, so this is about inner inner healing, and you can do this in so many ways. This is why people will say to you, you know, finding your higher purpose or your path is individual, because one person may need to sit still and meditate like that, and another person may have to do it to drum music, and another person may have to do it by dancing, and another person will have to do it by writing. And you know, I do most of my manifestations in the shower. Tell you the truth, I need the water, the feminine goddess energy. Okay. Yes, painting is another one. I paint as well. These are all forms of healing. Okay, so you know, don't feel like there's only one formula, and I actually teach that in my manifestation courses. They're really more about aligning with your this is another thing that I say in my private courses. Okay, gonna give y'all a gem right now. This is off the cuff. Okay, when you manifest, you don't realize that your man is, and I'm gonna say this again, and this is highlighted especially for, it's all signs, but especially I feel like for the fixed signs, and the empresses, the magicians out here, you know who you are. This also the empaths, the spiritual workers, right? We are manifesting constantly, all day, every day. Every fucking thing that you do, you're manifesting. Okay. So, with that being said, if you say to yourself, oh, you know, I want this new job, right? But on the way to the new job interview, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to get this job. You already manifested against that shit. You already did. Okay. So, let me see how I can put this so that way it'll be okay. So this is part of what I say in my manifestation thing. It's not only the things that you put out in ritual work. It's not only the things that you say to others, but it's mostly the things that you say to yourself. So understand that when we go back to the masculine and the feminine, whether you're a male or a female, right? If your body is 70 to 80% water, right? Both, that means both the masculine and the feminine are mostly feminine, okay? So you got to be in balance with the feminine, right? Secondarily, if the subconscious, if the ego is the masculine, which I'm giving y'all gems right now, if every person walking around with their ego is in their masculine, male or female, right? The subconscious is the feminine. So all those thoughts, that's all the feminine speaking. If 80% of the conversation that you have, whether it's external or internal, 80% of that shit is the subconscious. This means that it's not just the dialogue you have with others, but the monologue that you have with yourself is the primary fucking problem why most people are out here and can't manifest, because of the conversation that they're having internally for the things that they learn, past life regressions, all this shit. Okay, this is why the as above so below work is so important. Okay, so that's what I teach in my Manifest the Life You Want course. For those of you, you can hit me up, lovelysoulempress@gmail.com, right? But with this, what we're talking about is the twin flame energy, right? And how we can heal that to bring in the things that we want, okay? And like I said early, people will try to tell you that, you know, ritual work is a one-off. And you might, I'm not saying that, you know, you can't do a ritual and something happen for you, you know, immediately. But I'm talking about real Sustainable growth is done incrementally. Okay, my clients that work with me, they know that we're on a spiritual journey to manifest the life we want, and I'm here to guide those people. Those people that take my course, they'll tell you, listen, I'm not one of those people that you take my course and then we get off the phone and then we're done. Y'all, I get texts from these people randomly. I answer those shits. I help them. I see them through all their problems. It's not like I expect a fee every fucking time I speak to them. Like, I'm really invested in helping them learn how to manifest. Okay, because I'm not a practitioner for hire. Okay, I am a life coach, a tarot reader. I am a manifestation coach. I deal heavily with astrology, right? So this is all encompassing. And you'll probably find other manifestation courses, but this is different because I am pairing manifestation, goddess energy, astrology, and fucking ritual work. And I teach you how to do it. Okay? So this is what we're talking about. All right. So like I said, each and every candle for this ritual will sit in new and full moon energy. Okay. I will also have, for those of you who did the ritual with me last time, you saw this the setup, right? But in addition to that, I'm going to prepare these beeswax candles for you guys to burn on that same day so that we could co-create together with moon and goddess energy. Okay. Yes. Yes. I've been doing the Manifest the Life You Want course since last August. And honestly, like, although those are all four subjects that I knew a lot about, I had never prepared them, right? But Spirit was giving me downloads, and I started off talking about, and you'll see it when you rewind, I started talking about how I get my projects. So I don't get my projects by sitting around and thinking about what I'm going to sell people. Okay? Spirit gives me messages and then that's the project. And usually give me pieces, okay? So like that whole Manifest the Life You Want course, they showed me certain tarot cards in my sleep, and within 2 weeks I had a 4-part course written. And this is how this came to me. Spirit came to me in the last week and told me that I was going to be doing this manifest the life. This Lion's Gate. And think about it. The Lion's Gate is 8888, infinity symbol, magician energy. Who's more powerful than the magician? The Empress. What does she do? She fucking manifests whatever the fuck she wants. So we're going to get into it. Okay. As far as where do you sign up for the course, you can do so on my website too. And if there's enough of yous to do it, I might do it as a group because I really like to pair partners. Okay, because I feel that there's also something that we talk about in there called vibration buddies, which assists people in staying in frequency, because that's a big part of it. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to manage your frequencies and to keep it, because part of the problem is, like, you ever did something or ritual or a class or something, and the energy, you felt it great, it was strong, it stayed with you, right? And then like some bullshit happened and it threw you completely off vibration, and now you can't get that frequency back. I'm going to teach you how to maintain frequency. Okay, so if there's any other questions, I'll take them now. If not, I'm going to end it because I don't want to keep you guys here all fucking day, especially if some of you want to go back and watch what we were talking about. But yes, the manifestation course. If you want to do that, You can book online at the site. If you have worked with me before, just send me an email. Talk tequila if you want. You know, hit me up. Yeah, hit me up on that one. Okay, I give you a what you call it, uh, a a co-worker's discount. All right. But yeah, it has changed the way I'm living my life, and I feel like I'm here to let's do it. Let's do it. Get at me. We could definitely. I'm all for that shit. I never one of those people that feels like, you should keep your shit to yourself, right? I feel like we're here to grow and help each other grow and get to the next level, I feel like there's so much pettiness in the feminine energy against each other because of this patriarchal society that is set up, and we need to bring back feminine energy and sisterhood. Okay. Oh, you see that? See, so maybe it's meant to be. But yes, I feel like we need to do more of that. We need to, try to bring in more healing, embracing this goddess energy, this feminine, this divine feminine. Are we all flawed? Absolutely. But maybe my flaw is different than your flaw, and you can help me in some way, and I can help you. And this is the whole point of what we're supposed to be doing collectively. Okay. And thank you, Crystal, for putting up the website. I'm super proud of my website. I started it actually a long time ago, but I felt like I needed to do more fixing. Like, okay, so I'm mad spiritual, but I fucking suck at technology, yo. Let me switch my earpiece. I suck at technology. Like, so that's been my hardest part about YouTube and all the shit, is learning how to did I lose my live? Yeah, is learning how to navigate the electronics. Like, yo, I fucking hate it. I really do. And yes, we do need divine feminine synergy. That's absolutely true. And you know what's crazy, Talk Tequila? My mother teaches technology. And I hate it. I always didn't want to listen to her. Now I wish I had. Girl, first off, I never even had an iPhone, okay? So having to learn how to do the iPhone and the YouTube at the same time was like being baptized by fire. It was so fucking stressful. Yeah. But yeah, we're definitely gonna get into it. Definitely talk tequila. We need to do that. When you hit me up, I'm gonna slide you my number so we could chit chat about some ideas. But yes, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do the Lionsgate 8-8. Okay. So it's Taurus on Taurus. First off, talk tequila. I got 3 Tauruses in my house, including me. So it's fucking crazy, right? It's crazy. You know. Then we got one lone Libra. It's a nut, right? But yeah, we definitely gonna do some fun fucking things. We're gonna do some fun things, okay? And like I said, for those of you who've worked personally with me, you know that I take my ritual work very seriously. Hey Nelson, what's good? Um, I take my ritual work very seriously. All the products that get shipped out from here, whether they're oils, whether they're herb work, whether they're my baths, whether they're candles, they sit in new or full moon energy, if not both, okay? And these candles will be sitting in both, okay? Please do remember to put your address, complete address with apartments. I've had problems with people in the past, you know, like they forget to put the apartment number and then, you know, they end up sending it back to me. All right, so I don't want that to happen. Make sure you put your complete address and the email that you most check every day. Why? Because that's where I'm going to send the link. Okay, so then if you don't check it and then, you know, you missed seeing the ritual. Okay, so yeah, that's that. All right, so if there's any last questions, I'll do that, and then if not, I'm sliding up out. Yes, I am doing What's Good Wednesday. I haven't decided if it's gonna be like 7:30. What the fuck? I gotta see how shit is going in my household. Make sure everybody ate so that I, you know. And if I could fucking eat before I go on, because a lot of times I don't eat before I go on, and then I'm like stressed the fuck out. It's 1:11. You see that? Blessings on blessings on blessings. Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up. Um, if you wanted a reading today, uh, I don't know if you wanted to. Hold on. I have. I think I have some slots today, so I don't want to like put my phone number out here because I'd have you just call me directly. But hit me up on the email. I'm about to get off this shit, and then I'll see. I'll answer you right away. I'll side you the number. You could just call me. Nah. Hit me up personally because that way we could talk about some other shit. So just send me the email real quick, and I'm about to get off of here right now. We could talk. All right. All right, my peoples. So the explanation for the Lion's Gate is in the video. If you just joined us, just rewind. I'm gonna leave this video up for other people, and there'll be some promos that I'll be putting out just as reminders. Remember, you must book before the 21st, okay? Because the 24th is the full moon, and I will have all the candles lined up. So that's why the cutoff is happening so early, because I want to make sure I have all of the candles. Lovelee Soul Empress at gmail.com, okay? All right, my loves. I'm glad I got a chance to talk with y'all, and maybe we'll do this shit more. We could just have spiritual conversations about manifestation. This is what the fuck I love to talk about, okay? So I'm wishing y'all love and light, all right? And blessings on blessings. I'll see y'all tonight. Holla at ya. Bye.